In this video, we are going to have a look at using basic triangles to calculate exact values for sine, cos and tan for particular angles that we've got. So I'm going to start with an equilateral triangle. And so in an equilateral triangle, I have angles of 60 and I'm using sides of length 2. Now, if I cut my equilateral triangle in half, I'm actually going to form two right-angled triangles. And so I've got an angle of 60, and then this angle at the top has now been cut in half, and that's going to have an angle of 30. Now, because the base length has also been cut in half, I've got a base of 1 for my right-angled triangle. And to calculate the height of my right-angled triangle, I can actually use Pythagoras. So I've got a hypotenuse of 2, so I have 2 squared minus 1 squared is equal to 3. So this height is going to be equal to the square root of 3. Now I'm going to use my trig ratios for sine, cos and tan to find the exact value for particular angles. So I'm going to start with my angle of 60. So my opposite side is root 3 and my hypotenuse is 2. So that means that sine 60 is equal to root 3 over 2. Now, if I have a look at my adjacent, which has a length of 1, and my hypotenuse is 2, so that means that cos 60 has a length of a half. And then tan is opposite over adjacent, so this is going to be root 3 over 1, which is root 3. Now we can do the same for the 30-degree angle. So for 30 degrees, my opposite is 1 and my hypotenuse is 2. So sine 30 is a half. For 30 degrees, the adjacent is root 3 and the hypotenuse is 2. So that's root 3 over 2. And then for tan, we have opposite over adjacent. So that's going to be 1 over root 3. Now to get my angles for 45 degrees, I'm going to use an isosceles triangle with same lengths of 1, and it's going to be a right angled triangle. So my hypotenuse for this triangle is going to be root 2. So again, I can use my opposite, hypotenuse and adjacent to work out my exact values. So looking at either of the 45 degrees, the opposite is 1 and the hypotenuse is root 2. So sine 45 is 1 over root 2. Cos is exactly the same. And then for tan, we've got 1 over 1, which is 1. So tan 45 is 1.